Let's build something bigger than a bank. Kroo.
Okay, so Kroo is the latest digital bank to launch in the UK. Their new account comes with 2% interest on current account balances up to £85,000, which is pretty good. For context, Starling offers 0.05% and Monzo offers, well, nothing really, unless you're willing to pay £15 per month to get premium, and then you'll get 1.5% on your current account, and that's only up to £2,000. So 2% from Kroo is certainly competitive, and a decision that their CEO hopes will be enough to help them acquire 150,000 new customers this year. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Chase UK, everybody's favorite cashback provider, was able to reach 1 million customers in just 1 year. They did this by offering cashback, high interest on roundups, and an easy access savings account that they call the Chase Saver, which started at 1.5 and is now 2.7%. And it's basically a current account. So all of that sounds really impressive and makes Kroo's 2% seem a little bit underwhelming. Perhaps 2 years ago it would have been more impressive, but now if Kroo really wants to make a splash, then they'll need to do more. Of course, their pockets aren't as deep as JP Morgan, who are projecting to lose over $1 billion on Chase UK over the course of the next few years. In contrast, Kroo just raised £26 million in a Series B. So it's a bit of a David versus Goliath situation. And instead of using a stone to beat Chase UK and its other competitors, Kroo is going to stand out by having a conscience. You see, Kroo's mission is to be bigger than banking. They want to put their customers and the planet first. They're doing this by planting 2 trees for every new account that's opened. And yes, this is a good thing. I still don't think it's going to be enough to convince people to open an account. I appreciate that there will always be people whose priorities will be driven by the environment. But there's a ceiling to the amount of customers you can entice through ethical banking, and thanks to the current economic downturn, that ceiling is shrinking. Because of inflation, because of increased utility costs, people are being squeezed, so they just want to get the best bang for their buck, even if it means using a less than ethical bank. So the banks that offer the highest yielding accounts or the best rewards such as cashback or incentives for switching will have greater success. If we go back in time and look at the emergence of Starling or Monzo, neither grew in popularity as a result of reward banking or high-interest savings accounts. They grew because of the emergence of smartphone technology and a desperate need for change. Banks had spent years treating their customers poorly, and so digital banks came along and used smartphones to offer a better banking experience with low fees and decent customer service. But that opportunity has been and gone, and it's no longer niche. Obviously, like Starling and Monzo, Kroo has a great looking app. In fact, it actually functions better and is nicer looking than Chase UK's original app, which always used to freeze on me and I was constantly having to restart it. The Kroo app also has some useful features such as payment splitting, which Chase UK doesn't have, and also great in-app support. But Monzo and Starling have all of this. Kroo does offer fee-free international transactions and ATM withdrawals, something Starling and Chase offer, but Monzo doesn't, unless, of course, you qualify for it. And they also use Visa's exchange rates, which are more or less on par with the real mid-market rate. So this is all good, especially as even in 2023, traditional banks are still using international transactions as an opportunity to take advantage of their less money-savvy customers. Kroo doesn't do this, and I would absolutely recommend their account over most traditional bank accounts. Except there is a caveat: Kroo only allows £200 of fee-free monthly international ATM withdrawals. Once you exceed that amount, you'll pay 3%. Starling is limited to £300 per day or 6 withdrawals, and Chase has a limit of £1,500 per month. Now, the Kroo card is certainly attractive. It's not quite as eye-catching as Monzo's Coral card or Revolut's Gold Metal card, but it does have a great finish. Their logo catches and reflects the light beautifully, and it has this bump detail which I'm kind of into. Also, unlike Chase UK, your numbers are on the back, which I just think makes sense. While I absolutely love their social and ethical banking mission, I just don't think this Kroo account currently has enough to convince people at scale to sign up. Obviously, people have signed up because since they launched, they've gained 21,000 customers. But they'll need to 7x that amount in order to hit what they call a conservative goal of 150,000 new customers in 12 months. I really hope they hit that, as that's 300,000 new trees that the planet could absolutely benefit from, especially considering 15 billion trees are chopped down every year. But as it stands, I think they need to offer more than just 2% on a current account, a savvy app, and payment splitting with fee-free banking. I'd love to hear what you think. Is their account and mission compelling enough for you to ditch your bank and sign up? And if you do want to sign up, then I've put a link in the description box below. It's not an affiliate link, so if you want to support me and the channel, please just give this video a like. Goodbye.